Yeah, I'm actually playing music through my phone. So I think I'll just leave it like that. It's very quiet though. There you go. That sounds good to me. So let it rock like that for now. Alright, so this is called Legendary Game of Heroes. It is pretty much a puzzle game. As you can see, it has all your app game beats. With all this game currency, the gems, and it has this free gift thing every day now. They started that a couple months ago. Today, get 8,000 gold and free dust. Check my box. So here you can see we have these honor points. Honor points are rewarded to you if someone uses your hero that you have on deck. It's usually pretty much your featured team. So if I hit the rank button up there, the top left corner, shows up my deck, or at least one of my decks. And you see Dog and the Unleashed Earth type, of course my main leader for this particular deck. And so if people want, they can use that, which would be expected to look at. All heroes have leader skill. Leader skill says 300% damage and history of all Earth heroes. Legend tiles break torn armor by 6 regular hero attack. This effect does not stack. The highest power of Torrent Armor Piercer on the team will be used. So definitely good under that certain event. Yeah, I wonder if I should just get my Yeti mic up in here. I have to do some fiddling though. I don't know if I want to disrupt that. I wonder actually. So instead of doing that, let's try using this kind of 2-in-1 headset I have. It's pretty much a simple, earbud for your phone or something. So let me just plug that in. Hello? Yep, sounds like this thing does count as my mic, so sorry it's very loud because I'm like pretty much covering it with my hand and talking into it. Okay, so I'll use this as my mic. Probably a lot better than shouting into my laptop. Alright. So I wonder if that will... Whoops. I just totally shut off my music. Oops. Yeah, I'll definitely re-listen to the stream just to see the quality and sound and all that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go back. Collect all my stuff. Alright. So yeah, I could preview what this special events deck is all about, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. Go ahead and get started here. Here's my guild called Matto Assassins. Yep, saw this convo. Unfortunately, I don't really interact with them all that much, other than if I... Well, even then, unfortunately they changed the game so that technically you don't really need I was gonna say your guild that much, because they're going to pretty much fight enemies not together with you, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So here during every event we get to send somebody that we know. I usually send like the more newer players, because again they get rewarded with the what's called honor points. So I'll go ahead and send this guy out. You get 30 honor points for being sent to search for these keys. I'm gonna start with these guild wars. As you see, our guild got stomped out. We weren't too far off though, 9 kills away from winning it. But yeah, I've been playing this mobile app for about 3 years now, I believe, 2.5 maybe. And I've done it purely free to play, so I have not spent anything. I just, you know, try to play with this every day, more or less. Definitely have to if you have a guild that you're a part of. And this guild is pretty active. I was in a previous guild the first year, and yeah, it was pretty much a sucky guild. So, yeah. So again, we have a list of opponents we get to choose from. I'm going to choose Happy Jovetta Riser, because I have a specific team that is pretty much super effective against all of their light units. And pretty much this game follows the same kind of triangle weakness build that a lot of these kind of fantasy-esque games have. Fire beats earth, earth beats water, water beats fire, and then light and dark beat each other, which I always thought was kind of interesting. But yeah, let's put in the guy I want to put in here. So let's see here. Pretty much everybody has a skill, more or less. There are some units that don't have a skill, and then I don't use them if they don't have a skill. But let me see, what's the best person to use? I guess I'll just go ahead and use this guy. He technically isn't that good, his skills, this guy. Because it requires you getting hit for the skill to really benefit you. And of course you don't really want to be taking damage when you go to fight. So yeah, all these relics underneath, as you see, they have a little C under there. And the C stands for commander. And during those events, it pretty much adds a kind of bonus multiplier to your chain. So yeah, this week it's actually going to be a Slayer special event. So we're gonna have to see that event type this week, and then if I decide to stream this next week, I'll show you the commander style. So as you see, it's, you know, gems. I guess you can call it Candy Crush, but the thing is it's more active. As you see, those relics I have, for every dark commander I have, adds 1 bonus dark gem. So since the whole team of 5 here have all commander attributes, then I get +5 for every relic, and I believe I have 5 relics, so I get a free
25 more dark gems on the board. As you see, there are gems with Roman numeral 3. So those are power gems of rank 3. So to make a 1 power gem, you need 5 connected to each other when you match them. And there are various ways. You can do an L or a T. Those are the or you can also do a cross. So I've done that before too. And those are pretty much the 3 ways to get a level 1 power gem. And in this game, you're able to pretty much switch power gems with each other. So if I do this one with the one right underneath, then we get a super match. As you see, bam. So over the years, I have not really... it's hard to describe how exactly they count the chains, but pretty much for every single match of 3 or higher, you get 1 chain. Power gems count as, I believe, the number it is. So if I just move the 4 power gem upright where it's kind of telling me, I should get that to be 5 chain. I'm going to use this skill right here, the furthest right lady. So it creates 5 dark gems both now and for the next 3 turns, so that's pretty much invaluable. That's why she's on my team. We'll go ahead and click it to use it. So here, 5 gems randomly spawn. And then I think that should be good enough for me to work my magic. So it's really hard to call what I'm going to do, mainly because when you go to match it, it's timed. So you, when you see me start the first match, a lot of the across the HP bar there, the pink bar, you're gonna see pretty much a underlying light go from left to right, and that's pretty much my time to make any more matches before they cut me off. So I'm gonna try my best to match as much as possible, optimally, of course. So let me think here. I think I'm just gonna make 2 rows of 5, and you'll see when I do that. So, and then I'm gonna match a bunch in the inside just to increase my chain a little bit. So we got this. Oh, I missed one more. I could have moved that blue one down to make that 3 on the bottom, but that's fine. So yeah, it definitely takes time to get kind of good or decent at this type of game, because you have to look ahead to see what you can do, or if you have a buttload of gems on the board that are the same color, that makes it easy. So I'm gonna try to demonstrate that. I think we'll go ahead and use this. I should probably use that last turn or last fight, but alright. I'm gonna use this very left skill. Create 6 dark gems and then attacks for 120. So this is gonna be pretty bomb. This is probably one of the strongest direct damage moves I have. So let's go and use it. And since again it's against a light type, it does double damage. So it's already doing what was that 1200 times its attack damage plus another double damage. So definitely deadly. So as you can see now, I have a bunch of dark gems on the board, and I'm gonna do one of 2 things. I can go ahead and do the switcheroo, like switch one of the power gems with another power gem to create this kind of vacuum effect. Pretty much what it does is every gem of that color that you switch around, it becomes a pretty much a vacuum. Every of that same color will get erased from the board, whether you match them or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Do this, and then that. Move that over, and then yeah, can't do anything else. And then chain reactions, yeah. So it's 5 out of 5. Again, I'm going to use this guy's special ability. Creates 3 Dark Power Gem 4s and heals for a buttload, which I don't really need healing. But go ahead and use it. So now, since those 3-4 gems are on the left side, I can go ahead and switcheroo those 2 up there, and then just match the rest of the dark gems I can for some massive damage. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to show a little technique there. Yeah. So I think I could have definitely matched those reds over there, but I was just going slow. So you really got to go fast if you want to do like multiple moves. And the turn ends if you make a move that does not result in some sort of match. So you're going to see me use that eventually to my advantage. I'm going to go ahead and collect a participation reward for today. And those potions help level up your cards of pretty much any affinity, but of course you would want to use the affinity that it is to give it like a boost. As you see, it's a 3rd year anniversary of this game. So we'll see what we got here. Let's go ahead and pump up my mic a little bit. Hopefully I'm not like making it sound like I'm screaming. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of these rewards kind of require you to, or I guess these quests kind of require you to kind of buy into some of it. And it seems to be a little buggy in terms of when I hit the claim rewards, because it kind of lags a lot, like I can't do anything right now. It looks like a lot of frames are dropping, but it's because I'm running off of that wireless connection right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the meat of my playing this. Alright, so this is the weekend challenge. It starts on Wednesday. Clicking ultimates, and they've changed it so that you want to get as much of this crafting material as possible. As you see, I'm 11.1k out of 16.8k to craft this dude, Radok. This is, or Kadok, the golem. So if I, let's see, spawn 7 dark gems. If the hunt is active, spawn 7 power gem 4s instead. Wow, that'll be deadly if I can get that and a bunch of good stuff. So since the 3rd season has begun, they've given this new 2 stats, as you see, the Dark Slayer skill points, but also more importantly is the Empowered Dark. So before, the affinities that you're strong against just do double damage, as you see, the standard 2x, but they've been given all of the event heroes this 10 times damage against their weak element, which is cool, because now I feel like they've pretty much done that purposely to kind of make the old cards kind of obsolete, for better or worse. But I guess it's another incentive for us to, play these events. So of course I can't get this one that easily, but the other event cards have that ability as well. So eventually I'll be able to get this cat-like card, and this one's an easy event card to get. So, ooh, it's a bounty hunter too. That's gonna be perfect. I think that's new for this cycle. They haven't done that before, because now it's gonna give me an empowered dark for the bounty hunter. Though I haven't really been having that much trouble with bounty hunting recently. because of the way they revamped the legendary cards. Like, so again, let's look at my cards right here. So pretty much the middle three, Aline, Hands of Fate, Dogen Unleashed, and then Kata Frostbow, the three cards in the middle, they're all legend type heroes. Now you see it's Dogen's balanced and legend, Kata's balanced and legend, and Aline is balanced and legend. So they actually buffed these legend cards very recently, such that they pretty much make it easy for me to win the bounty event, which should be happening this weekend actually. So I wonder if they did that on purpose, meaning like have the event, the free event card have a bounty effect as well. So right here, as you see, this middle one with the collect 600 of the dust, it means I have that card, and because I have that card, it awards me the materials. And you know, this is kind of like a legacy reward, like if you've been playing this and you have the cards and they reward you for doing so. Otherwise it takes hella forever to collect enough of these materials to craft, as you see these two. I doubt I'll be able to craft these two this time around, but every event does have two that you can craft. And even then, this crafting thing is kind of new. It wasn't like this before. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start. But I think I have to change my team around a little bit, because as you saw when I was doing the Guild Wars, all these cards have commander type event bonus. So you see it's a C, the big old C in the middle next to the level bar. So we want to swap all these so that they have a Slayer or a S event skill. Let's go ahead and filter out. So affinity, keep it dark. Event skill, switch to Slayer. Again, it's already what's called ordered from strongest to weakest. So I'm going to skip Olimar, Cosmic Judge, because he's pretty much only good more or less if he's ascended, which if he had pink stars in his rarity, then he would be good maybe to use. But even then, though, he doesn't have a gem creation skill. He just does direct damage, which you think would be good, but the name of the game is matching as many of your color as possible. So every time I build around the ability to create gems of the affinity, the three I just put on there, so let's take a look at them. They all have gem creating abilities, and I believe they are all empowered dark as well. Yeah, so you see it gets 10 times damage against light instead of the standard 2. This one actually creates 6 dark gems, and also heals the hero for 2500. This lady, Ballistic Commander Cheetah, let's see what she does. She creates 8 gems, and she's also empowered. So these two create a buttload of gems, as you see. This guy, what does he do? Highlake Warborn King. Apply Tainted Lineage to 3 Dark Slayers. Tainted Lineage creates 3 dark gems each time the hero attacks. So that's pretty good. Again, every time this particular hero attacks, he already creates 3 gems. So it would be 3 plus 9, right? Because 3 times 3 is 9. So once he activates his skill, the turn they attack, they're going to create in total 12 gems. So again, it's more gems to be had. Alright. So now for the last 2 slots, since I don't have other empowered dudes, because you can just look at this guy, Baron Samedi. He's not empowered. He's one of the older cards, season 2, I believe. So as you see, there's no empowered dark attribute, but his battle skill, Soul Hex, creates 3 dark gems each time it attacks, which could be okay. But the also good thing he has is the passive Soul Hex. Each time this hero attacks, creates 3 dark gems. So between this one and Hylic, I believe, on the very right, the Warborn King. Oops, I shouldn't have switched it. Those 2 would create 6 gems a turn, just from attacking. So that could be beneficial. But I'll probably use this girl because she has that, you see, times 10. And I believe her skill is destroy 6 non-dark gems. Let's see. Oh, 15 dark gems plus 3 additional for every 30 corrupt intensity. Ooh. That's a lot of dark gems she can destroy. So yeah. So in case I don't have the ability to fill the whole board with not black, but dark gems, then I at least could cover some of the gaps by destroying the gems in between with this girl. So let's put her in, and then I need one more. Oh, this one has Cosmic Master Amy has a ×5 for some reason. Wonder what her skill is. Oh, so if you will generate 2 Power Gem 4s, and also if I die, instead of dying, resurrect with 1 HP or 1% HP. So that could be good. I think it might be good. Let's go ahead and do it. And again, I think a lot of it too is just being able to have a higher multiplier for the Slayer attribute. Otherwise, it's not like some of these others aren't good. It's just it just really depends, really. And then I was gonna make sure I have the correct relics equipped. So let's go ahead and filter it out to be Dark Slayer, and I only have 3. And then I'm gonna get 1 more from this event, which is nice. And then I gotta see what. Oops, I should have went to the heroes instead of backing out. So I gotta see what types I have in my team, and then I'll get the relics associated with it. So human, cursed, creature, corrupt. So I need to switch in a relic with either human, creature, or corrupt, I believe. So let's look at creature. Do I have a dark? Nope, I do not have a dark relic that does creature buffs. So let's not do that. I know I have a human, so I'm gonna skip it for a second. Corrupt, I believe I have 2. The only issue though is, so if I look at it, it doesn't create a power gem upon, the beginning of the battle, as you see. It does all this other stuff, which is nice. So it does create 4 dark gems at the beginning of battle. Creates corrupt intensity, which I might want to do. I'm not sure yet, because this is not a commander event, and for commander events I really want to be able to one-shot enemies. Due to the overkill thing they got going on. However, Slayer, they changed it so that you don't really need overkill. You just need to do damage, and it's okay if it's not a one-shot. So I might use one of these corrupt relics. And it seems like this one's better because it has that veiled hymn thing going on. It says it increases a corrupt hero's attack by 15%. As long as a corrupt's on the team. So let's go ahead and put that in for now. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put in that human relic I was talking about. So right here. So let's inspect it to see show you what I'm talking about. So it creates the 4 gems beginning of battle, which is good. Increases human intensity by 5 per turn. So what I really want is that spectral curse. If more than 8 dark gems exist on the board, create 1 power gem 1. As long as the human's on the team. So that's exactly what I want. And if I inspect the other ones, the Slayer, Dark Slayer ones, again, does a lot of good stuff, but as you see down in the transformative shot, it says if more than 12 dark gems exist on the board, create 1 power gem 3, which is hella good. So again, it's going to say the same for the other two. They just call it a different thing, but has the same effect. 12 dark gems on the board, then creates 1 power gem 3 as long as a cursed is on the team. So yeah. So yep. Okay. So I think I have my relics set. Let's go ahead and start fighting. Let's go ahead and clear this filter for later. Alright. So... oh dang, Wickstar. Just gonna use 1 key then. So it gives me the choice of either using 1 key for just regular HP and damage, or I can spend 3 keys and it gives me triple, or is it 5 times? I think 5 times damage and HP. So depending on the situation, I would use one or the other option. Right now I'm okay with just doing this 1 times attack, because we got Rickstar in the back just like wailing on this guy. Let's go ahead and use some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and just kill it. Look at that. See that combo? Combo wombo? And there we are. Give me that kill. And here's our rewards. So since it's a guild monster, everyone who attacked it, though, you know, every monster, if there are multiple people who attack it, we all share these rewards. More importantly though, since it is a guild monster, we get these guild fallen trophies, which add to our ranking points. And then everyone gets these regular fallen trophies, which we have a solo ranking system as well. I tend to rank between like 50 on average, because again, I don't pay to win. So I don't really get all the cards necessary to be straight murking all these creatures. And so also the way it works is, you see how the level is? This one, the top one's level 135, the next one's 136, one under that's 137. The max level we can get these to is 300. And then once we get to 300, even more powerful monsters or heroes spawn for us to fight. So a lot of my decision making in whether or not to do the 1 key or battle boost with the 3 keys is looking at its HP. So its HP is at 1,981,000,000, and I feel like I could probably, you know, use 1 key and kill it with what I had. So if I think back, I think I probably did around what, 500 million damage. So let's just test that theory. Let me just use 1 key, fight through, see how far I can get, and then if I want to, I can keep using 1 key, or if I just don't want to waste time, I just use the triple key to get a 5 times damage boost. What sucks is, as you see, without that corruption key or relic, I only get 4 of those power gems. They spawn nowhere near each other, so I can't do the what you call it, connect them all and attack. Just go ahead and use all my skills. So again, the name of the game is just get as many dark gems on the board and just connect them all. That should be okay. Oh, there's chaos. That's not good. Oh no. That threw me for a loop. So you see there's a chaos debuff that hit me. And it caused my whole board to shuffle. So that really goes into my choice of what cards to have in my deck. So I need somebody that defends against that. So again, if I look at my cards, at the very bottom of each card tells me counter skill. So this guy counters Judgment, which Judgment is for every unit that attacks that has this debuff, it will do damage to me. So definitely I want to break that off. How about her? Obviously I don't think anybody has defense against chaos, so again that one's dispel armor. And this guy, Trader. I don't remember what Trader does, but Trader I believe damages me for attacking. You have Toxin. It's Fear. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna be switching you out, despite her being able to give me a lot of Power Gem Force. As you see, she gives me 2 Power Gem Force, but it's kind of a tough choice actually. Let's just see. Let's see which card will defend against chaos. So if you go down here to counter skill, click chaos. Oh, I don't have anybody that does that. Must be the event card that does it. Otherwise I might be pretty screwed trying to fight these guild monsters. Let me just back up for a second. So let me check the quests. I might already be able to get the event girl, cat lady. Yep, I am. Kill any boss. So we can claim her, see if she has defense against chaos. That'd be perfect. Go ahead and throw her in there. I probably should have collected all rewards instead of just her. Let me go back for a second. Claim all these quest points. So this is also a recent thing they've started doing past couple months. I forget when they first started it, but it's pretty much switched everything to these quests, and I guess it's a lot more fair. Because a lot of times you have to like pay to win and all this, that, and other. But with these quests, you're pretty much guaranteed to get more of the event stuff, which is a good touch. The only issue though is it took away from a lot of the like co-op-ness of the whole thing. So yeah, it's just the way it is. Can't really do much about it. I actually kind of like it better because I'm able to get all these things really early. Because before you would take like the first 2 or 3 days of the event just to get enough of the stuff they used to have to get like the main hero and stuff like that of the event. So now I just barely do anything and I already have access to all these goodies. Alright, let's go back to bosses. Oops, I think I went to cards because I clicked it. Alright. Oh no, she doesn't have defense against chaos though. That's not good. That's okay. So guys, this is the case in which you would want to one-shot things. So I won't even give you them the chance to get their skill off to mess up your game plan. So we're going to evolve this girl. They also changed a lot of these evolving mechanics to just this like centralized way. In the past they would have separate like collectibles for every like card more or less of the main event or the event dungeon or whatever you want to call it. But now they just simplified it just to evolution stone of some affinity, evolution charm, whether it's Slayer or Commander, and then like a third item. And that Basilisk Venom, it's always been there, but I guess they finally found a use for it, or decided to assign a use for it. I think depending on the hero itself, it would be a different third item. But the third item is very like easy to come by, so let's go and evolve it all the way to 6 stars. And it's cool too that they reward you. So you see the third was actually a Farsight tonic. But yeah, you get rewards for just evolving the event hero. And then the last level I need Ariel's Tribute as a third item. So yeah, these items are very easy to come by, as you saw, and they always give it to you for the event once you claimed enough quest points. So here was what I was talking about earlier. We have these potions of particular color, and it looks like actually you can't even use different affinity potions on the hero. Like I couldn't use a yellow one or a red one. I have to use the dark one or the purple one. Let's go ahead and fuse it with some of that to get a free bonus for no reason, which is pretty cool, I thought. Look at all that damage. So again, these season 3 heroes, they actually get a whole bunch of damage right off the bat. Because if we go back and look at the other cards, they don't nearly have enough attack power. Go ahead and do it one more time. And again, you see I've been playing this quite a lot. I have a lot of potions stocked up. And plus, I never really try to max out anybody. Oh man, I really want to get them to next level because XP bar is pretty full. I think it's the highest I usually send anybody. But yeah, I never really get anybody to level 70. I don't know why. I just don't feel it's worth it, I guess. Also, if you ascend them the next level and you get a pink star for every ascension level, they go up to level 100, I believe. And even then, I don't know what the max level is after that. I wonder what her defense skill is, actually. The counter skill. Oh, Judgment again. Wonder why they didn't have anybody with defense against chaos. Oh, I don't even know what her skill is, actually. Maybe this will decide which one I would replace. Heals for 2000 hero recovery. So RCV is recovery. At the beginning of your next turn, if this hero attacks while you have the skill active, spawn 2 power gem 1s and apply the hunt status for 1 turn. So this pretty much gives me power gems, and I feel like the other hero I have in my team is Amy, Cosmic Master. So I think I'll just switch her out because I don't really need 2 of the same thing. Granted, I don't know. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about, attack damage, you see this one way on the left, she only has 2.9k. And I think if you saw at level 1, this cat lady already had about like 4k, I believe, starting out. So again, they really buffed the season 3 heroes. So if you're into this game, definitely play during these events and get yourself into a guild because they'll help you. Let's also see what is their type, because maybe I can switch it. Yeah, looks like it's a mystic, which is good. So let me switch the relic out instead of this corrupted. Let's go ahead and switch it to a mystic Dark Relic because we want it to spawn a Dark Gem, Power Gem I mean. So this one, as you see, if more than 12 Dark Gems exist on the board, create one Dark Power Gem 2, as long as the Mystic on the board. So now that we have this new unit, we can now use that relic. And I generally keep my relics low level again. They pretty much have the same level caps at each rarity level as the regular heroes. So all these 6-star relics can go up to level 70, but I just don't have enough resources and stuff like that to max them out. So it is what it is. Okay, back to the quest list. I got some free rewards because I just evolved my hero, so let's go ahead and claim all that. Quest points, and then that should allow me to get actual rewards, because that's what 60 plus 320 is 380. I'm pretty sure that awards me another tier of rewards. Oh, a couple tiers of rewards. Jeez. Nice. Alright, back to the bosses. Let's go ahead and start my Reign of Terror now that I have the event hero all maxed leveled, or at least max rarityed. I'm actually going to fight some regular non-guild monsters so I can farm up some guild keys. So it's just battle, 1 key. These are all going to be low level because I did collect the head start kind of purchase. It was a free purchase that allows you to start 50 levels ahead, so that's why this guy right here is about almost level 50. I believe it also gave me some what's it called? I'm drawing a blank right now. Some of these evolution goods when I got the head start stuff. So here, as you see, it's different from fighting a guild monster, because on the solo monster there's different categories for how you perform. So there's MVP if you did more than everybody else that attacked it. There's one for now for 15%, because there are times when so you go to try to attack a monster, but somebody else already slayed it while you're even loading in. They still give you a chance to attack it, but it would record that you did no primary damage to it. However, to circumvent that and still give you credit for something, they've created these tiers of damage. So again, if you did 50% of its max HP, you get this tier of rewards. 5% you get that. Participation, you get that. I found it, so I get that. You can actually invite other people to fight the same monster you have, and again, if they rally, or if you rally to somebody else's monster, you get this last tier. Looking at the stats at the bottom, so you see a white number. That is how much damage I did to it directly before it died. And then underneath, in very small print, I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says overkill, and it reads 674 million, blah blah blah. So even if you did no primary damage before it died, if your overkill damage is still within the realm of 5% or 15%, you will get these 2 sets of rewards. However, even if you did do more damage than the guy who killed it, if he killed it before you're even able to log it into its main damage, so the white damage, then you are not in the running for MVP status. It's again like kicking a monster when it's already dead. It's like big whoop. Somebody else already, did all the work. But I mean, you still did damage to it, so they still reward you for doing that. Okay. So again, let's continue killing all these other solo bosses, so we can farm up guild keys. And even though this guy is not a light type, I'm just gonna keep attacking with my dark team. Keeps it going a little faster than usual. So let's skip this song. Listen to Christmas songs. Vietnamese Christmas songs at that. So as you can see, my team pretty much one-shots a lot of these lower level enemies. Again, if I had a lot of gems to spare and I actually like bought into their gem system, because you can get like these gem cards that give you gems every day for however many months you buy into it. But I'm going for the free-to-play route, so I don't really have gems to just throw around like that. Unfortunately, though, they've upped the price on a lot of the stuff. So I'm going to check out the shop real quick right after these messages. Because again, every event has event packs, which give you a chance of unlocking more stuff. So again, as you can see, I'm farming the crap out of those guild keys. Got 6 for being MVP. He knows my own monster I found. 2 for 15% damage, and then just 2 more for participation. So yeah, eventually I'm just gonna use 3 keys regardless on everything, because I farm keys so quickly in this event. Oh, I meant to go to the shop, but I want to attack this thing before it gets killed and hopefully steal the MVP status. Get my keys. So you see, I just what's the word? I can't think of the word. But purposely, oh dang, I didn't get the MVP. So you saw somebody else popped up and attacked it after I already did my attack. That pretty much shows me every time that someone had already killed it. Let's see here. But I was gonna say, so I purposely end my turn by just throwing, say, that red one nowhere, pretty much. That ends the turn, so it keeps my time high if I really needed to conserve my time. But again, I'm just one-shotting things, so if anything, it's just for speed purposes, so I can get to the next battle. Right, so let's go to the event store real quick. Oh, never mind. It's actually this vault, though it's VIP. Wait. So yeah, they've changed it to this vault stuff, which I don't like, because it technically costs more than what it used to be. It used to be you pretty much pay out up to 1,000 gems, and you get the relic of the event. I wonder if we can show what's in these things. So here's the 6-star relic, I believe, Bow of the Huntress. So guys, you see that's pretty much like my other Slayer relics that I have already in my possession, but every relic's different. As you see, this one requires a Mystic to be on the team for the Dark Power Gem 3 to spawn. And I believe my other ones obviously don't have it being a mystic, so I would definitely want this relic. Again, the only issue though is it's really hard potentially to get it. But if you look at these vault tiers, they kind of tell you it's guaranteed at tier 3. However, tier 3 requires 1400, but you've already spent 1000. So you pretty much have to spend 2400 to get a guaranteed main event relic. And I don't know exactly what the speed in which we get gems for free. If you see here, if I paid 2500 more on top of that, so that's gonna be a total of 4900 gems, I can get 2 more main event stuff, so another relic and another main hero. So again, that's would be good, but again, I just don't have the gems for it because again, I'm playing free to play run. But I always go for the guaranteed stuff, so I'll probably buy up to the tier 3, even though it's gonna put a big dent in my gem wallet. Ooh, 1000 of the Dark Master Dust. The other issue too is that so this vault stuff, as you see, is random on what you get. So you can like spend so many gems but just not get what you want. Again, that's how they make their money though, so it is what it is. Let's see what we get here. Go ahead and skip all this. Ooh, I got another yeah. So that's gonna be perfect actually. Yes, that's actually very perfect. Perfect. Sorry being a little creepy, but I'm already pretty sure I know what I'm about to do. So I'll show you in a second. So I can again level up this second main hero, even though she is a duplicate, but ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot. I get a guaranteed relic. So that's actually the relic, not the Huntress bow. Oh, I got both. Oh shit. And I got another Hellcat Summoner. Wow. What is this? I think this is my lucky event, guys. Okay, that just changed my strategy a bit. Unfortunately, I don't think I can use all of them. Though I kind of want to. I think I'll just have 2 though. Let's see. So we got this. Oh yeah, and then the next reward tier up. I see. I need 12.5 million of those trophies, which I will probably get by tomorrow. Pretty sure. But yeah, let me think of something real quick. So I have 2 options. I wonder kinda definitely tempted to craft it, but I don't know if that like gets rid of my 2 relics I just got. It doesn't say what recipes other than those 2. So maybe, because these aren't the relics themselves, they are like some collectible resource. Soul of Underworld Companion, and also Soul of Bow of the Huntress. So I believe if I forge it, let's go and forge it, I get Companion's Bow with a pink Ascended thingamabob. So if I count correctly, I have 3 ultimate relics, or main event relics. Ooh. It just only cost me 1/3 of my gems. Luckily though, at the end of every event, depending on how high you placed, you get some of the gems back. But again, it's gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna be able to afford probably the event gem box thingamabob. But anyway, so my idea was to switch this girl out. With the duplicate of her. And again, I have a third one, which I can probably showcase what else I can do with that. Well, I'm gonna have to go all the way back to yeah, I'm gonna go all the way back to the cards menu, because I can't like evolve on the fly. I guess they didn't let it doing that, so go evolve. So I'm definitely gonna do hella a lot of damage now on the first shot, because again, these two have times 10 normally with the event skill, but now they also have again the empowered times 10. So technically, I don't know if they compound it to be times 20 or times 100. So I'm not 100% sure how they calculate that. I think it's times 100, but I don't know how to calculate that, so excuse me. Let's go ahead and power her up, because why not? So again, like I said, it already started out at 5.7k. So these season 3 empowered champions, heroes, whatever you want to call them, they're hella good. So go ahead and get yours. So you might be wondering, like, how would you, you know, if you're a beginner, how would you definitely fight or like create decks to really benefit things? Honestly, I don't even know if you can. You just have to participate really, and just hope your guild or other people around you help you out. So otherwise, you're kind of sort of screwed, I think. Alright, so let me showcase the other thing you can do in this game. So as you see, I have too many of these, you know, main event heroes. So I'll go ahead and level her up all the way. And no, I'm not going to do 3 of her, though it would be super powerful. The only issue though is if I don't one-shot, then I really have no way of putting more gems on the board. So I'm pretty sure you see that there's another option to the right, the awaken skill. So I can go ahead and use that if I have duplicates. So I'm gonna use my strongest version of her, hit awaken, then throw on the one I'm not using, and as you see, it adds all those stats for a cost of mana. And again, I've been farming a lot, so I have a lot of mana. Oh, because my desktop turned off, because it was sleeping the whole time, or I wasn't doing anything with it, I think. Maybe it turned back on. Maybe it didn't. Let's see here. Alright, let's go back to fighting finally. Alright, let's go ahead and kick this thing's ass. And also, if it is you who found it, the creature or enemy, whatever. So again, under the little banner there, you see found by, and it says me, you. Then that means nobody else can attack it first until you attack it. So definitely, if you're like doing other things and you see that somebody else found something that you really want to kill, because again, the higher level and difficulty the monster or enemy is, the better rewards you get from it. So you might want to drop everything you're doing and just attack it, see if you can steal the kill. Oh, I forgot to put the event relics in. Whoops, it's okay. I'm gonna watch out anyways. So look at that damage though, almost 1 million, and that is off of 1 key. So I didn't even get the ×5 key multiplier. Okay. So yeah, I forgot to put the relic on. So let's look at this relic business. If anything, I can probably replace all of the other relics. So let's see what we got here. Switch to the Slayer. Ones. Dark Slayer. Yes, now you see I have 3 full-on relics. So I wonder what this one does. What does it apply to? Oh, so I guess it's all mystics. Yeah. Nice. So let's go and do that then. I guess I'll go over and replace the lowest. Let's go back. So I'm going to kill this one with what it is, and then I'm going to level up my relics afterwards. I'm still kind of bummed that the main of event hero doesn't have defense against the again what we're up against in the guild. So these Mr. Crows and stuff have chaos, but we don't have anything to defend against it. I wonder if that's made from design. So yeah, right now I have pretty much a bunch of keys of both types, so I can start attacking willy-nilly with the ×5. So I'm pretty much checking the stats of my laptop as I'm trying to stream off of it. So I'm not playing any games, but it's running pretty okay. I think the stream itself doesn't really require a lot of processing power. It's just those games, if I wanted to play a game on the laptop or, you know, on my desktop, it'll cost a lot of resources. Alright, so let's level up using this. Because it's the Ascended Relics, why not use a good one, a big one on it. For this one though, I'll probably just use a regular Orb of Exfury, 2 of them. Sure. So again, you can see it adds attack to the applicable heroes. So 13, 11, this one adds 28. So again, they're already high as it is, but it's buffing up even higher. Why not? Do you feel the power? Okay, so I just want to move this over just to make it look presentable. Some order to my chaos. Okay, back to fighting. So I'm pretty much going to kill all of these what you call it, guild monsters. Let's just go ahead and do the triple dipple. I turn off my PC since I'm not using it right now. Oh yeah, doing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, getting the full 5 relic or 3 whatever. 3 power gems. And as you see there, I just totally annihilated it. Now that I'm doing ×5. And honestly, I feel like maybe I should have just kept it, use 3 of the same unit. But, it's whatever. Then, once I get out of the realm of one-shotting things, then I would switch it around a bit, but oh well. Let's go and just farm these, low-level guild enemies. Yeah, look at that. 17 billion damage. Overkill. Again, that's the power of whatever. Of having the correct deck, and also being able to farm all these keys. Interesting enough, like, yeah, you just gotta kill one, like, level 50 boss and be the MVP. And then you get a bunch of guild keys. So this one, as you can see, has a little extra status of Eternal. So Eternal tends to have a higher HP pool, but more importantly, you get a full 60 seconds to attack it. And that's why it's Eternal, I guess. I won't really need the 6 seconds, obviously, because I can just probably one-shot it since I'm doing nearly 20 billion damage. But yeah, I'll get to a point where I'll definitely need all 60 seconds, so let's just go ahead and wipe it real quick. Easy. There is some strategy to not one-shotting the guild enemies. Especially if your guild's active, you want as many guild members to attack it as possible so that we all share the rewards. And not share, but they all stack. So like, everyone gets the full amount of the rewards. But of course, if no one's active, might as well just keep farming them, because we definitely want them to be max level 300 when people start fighting, so we can all get high amounts of these rewards. So you see, yeah, other people are killing their bosses. It's only day 1. I think throughout the days that pass, this event or all events always last until Monday night. But pretty much the first day or two, everyone's always at the lower level of what you call it, these monsters. But I think as the days progress, they automatically level up, even if it's just a little bit, just so I guess you have a chance of catching up. But even then, for the Slayer ones, I believe, depending on the highest level enemy you defeat, your minimum level that you can find is now that level. So here I'm finding a level 76, so I'm never gonna see an enemy lower than that unless I'm rallied to it from another friend or a guild member. Other than that, I should not find or see a lower level than 76 enemy, I mean. Ooh, this song. I really think that when I go to listen back to this stream, it's gonna be like horrible audio quality. I didn't really test any of the audio. I'm just downloaded Streamlabs to my laptop and pretty much imported all the settings already. So we'll just see how it goes. You guys might be wondering, why don't you try to cast this to your regular desktop? So I'm pretty much using the Windows 10's ability to cast your phone image or whatever screen, and apparently it needs like wireless, even though I don't understand why I can't just connect via USB. I don't know. Windows is weird. You think it'd be easier to cast the screen if it's plugged in via USB, but because Windows is like, no, let's just do wireless and stuff like that. So I'm like, alright, whatever. And I did try to use some of the like third-party softwares, but I guess it doesn't work with my LG. I don't know, it's weird. I have a G6 LG, but for some reason it just wouldn't connect, so I guess I just won't be streaming on my desktop or my phone anyways. I think I would have to probably do it via my capture card. I guess I would need a Type-C connector to USB, or not USB, HDMI, and plug into my capture card. Then I will probably be able to capture it from there, but I don't have that converter, so we're just makeshifting with this casting onto my laptop. So as long as it works, it seems to run pretty smooth. I don't know. I also have I don't know if you can see it. Obviously you can't see it, but I have it cast onto a separate monitor too, so for no reason really, because I'm looking directly at my phone. You see it, top guild 7 out of 30. So there are divisions on what your guild's rank is, and your own rank as well, your solo rank. And so I guess for the guilds, you kind of battle out of 30 guilds within your division. I don't think we've been number 1 for the longest time, which is whatever. I mean, it's just how it is. If you're not gonna pay to win, then obviously you're not gonna rank number 1. But I think this game is definitely fun in the idea of just being able to one-shot stuff, just like totally destroy things. I think that's one of the big allures to this game, just doing this massive damage. You know, they're just numbers. There's like almost no real animation other than these like energy balls flying at 2D live / 3D enemies. But yeah, thinking back to when I first started playing this, I was pretty much looking for like a puzzle-esque game. I'm trying to remember why I even was doing that. I just had the major desire to play a puzzle type game. Again, that was like three years ago. I've also tried good old Puzzles and Dragons, that's what it's called. That game got pretty nutty too, and I don't know, that game didn't really capture my attention as much as this game. Again, I don't really know 100% why, because they're technically the same almost, except that for Puzzles and Dragons you have pretty much unlimited time to like move stuff around to get your matches or whatever. This one you have to be rather precise. But I don't know, I feel like this game is slightly less wacky in terms of its mechanics and how you can level up stuff and things like that. But I couldn't really imagine me starting this game all over again, like if I lost my profile somehow. Though at the same time I do understand what's best to do, so I could like, you know, farm correctly early. So yeah, I don't know, that would be kind of interesting to try, just get a new profile and just rock it free to play again, see how long it takes for me to not necessarily get back to this level of glory or whatever, but pretty sure I can go pretty quickly because I kind of know what to expect and what to really look for. But yeah. For now, this is pretty much how I'm gonna do it. See, I'm hella going through this quest list. I don't really know how I feel about the quest thing. I know one of my guild members said that they pretty much hated it because it kind of destroyed the guild / co-op aspect of this game. Because before you would get these guild gifts that you would send to people who need them. You could also like trade for them, right? So if you need a certain thing, you can ask your guild, hey, I have these amount of like material gifts to trade if anybody wanted to trade. But they pretty much took that all the way out, and a lot of times the rewards they do give you is already abundant enough that you don't really need to trade for any of it. So yeah, it's can't really say it's good or bad. I'm just part of a guild just because there are kind of like indirect ways of benefiting from having a guild, whether it's help within like the rank at the end of these events, because we typically get like rank 10, give or take, and that affords us a certain amount of gems at the end. I believe around 600 something gems, which again sounds a lot, but it's not a lot because we spend like you saw earlier 2400 gems just to get the good stuff. Granted, no, yeah, I had to spend the 2400 total gems because after the second pull I didn't get any special relics or anything either, so I had to pull the 2400. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have excuse me, a little bit of a gem deficit after this. Like I would have lost a certain amount of gems. Ooh, Inferno. So again, Inferno is another one that requires 3 keys minimum. But it's a low level one, so I can just do 3 key minimum and not waste too many keys. So yeah, I already know I'm gonna one-shot it, so just make a simple match and move forward. So you can see when the Inferno gets killed, look at that, 18 guild keys. It's crazy for being MVP. And even then, these other ones, 6 guild, 3 fallen, same thing, 6 guild for participation. So right there, I already got what, 40 keys from one-shotting a very weak one. So yeah, it's really easy to farm keys in Slayer events, which is pretty cool. Before, yeah, it definitely wasn't this easy, especially because they didn't have this MVP. Well, they had the MVP. They actually had the killer reward, so whoever slayed it is the one that actually got the MVP award. Or maybe they did both. They did MVP and also whoever killed it got reward too, and there were no like damage threshold rewards. And again, I'm pretty sure people griped about that because, like, especially with, you know, people like me who can one-shot things, like if you're gonna find yourself not really getting that many rewards and you're still wasting all these keys. So yeah, definitely has come a long way to be good for beginners still. And also still, you know, award the veterans. But yeah. I'm not sure how much longer I'll do this, but it gets addicting after a while because again, you're trying to get to a certain rank and so on and so forth. So you're sitting here just cranking out all these battles, even if they're like super easy. But yeah, after a couple of days, you'll start to see some of these bosses have like hundreds of billions of HP, and sometimes a couple trillions of HP. And if you don't have the event heroes, then yeah, you're kind of out of luck on killing those. But even then, I think with the heroes I do have, I should be able to deal up to a couple hundred billions of damage. I don't know about trillion though, that's gonna be pretty hard. But then again, I haven't really tested the full potential of this deck yet because I keep one-shotting everything. So it might take a couple days to really showcase what the real strategy is. And even then, the strategy depends on what cards you have. There are times when you would want to pretty much burn turns, because every turn that you have a certain gem threshold, again, these power gems show up. So you would pretty much burn turns and try not to match anything, but still have like the minimum requirement to spawn level 3 power gems per turn. Because right now, because I have 5 of the Dark Slayer relics, they all spawn power gem 3s as long as there's at least 12 dark gems on the board, and you know, the specific type of hero in the party, which again, all the bases are covered, so I'm not worried about that. But again, I would just pretty much try not to match anything dark related, or if I do, that's fine, just try not to match away these power gems, and then just let the relics continuously spawn more and more power gems. And then once a good amount's on the board, just go ahead and do a power gem swap. Then it creates the vacuum, and then everything gets taken away, and you get massive damage. So that's pretty much the real strategy. The hard part is, again, trying to ensure that you have a lot of power gems spawned before matching them away. And then some people might be like, well, aren't you wasting damage potential by not matching them per turn? So say if I just matched, you know, enough gems every turn, shouldn't I kind of make up the same amount of damage? The answer is no, of course, because again, power gems that are matched give a lot more of the multiplier, chain multiplier, and then that multiplier, as you can tell, it's multiplicative. So with the higher chain comes higher damage, and it will not make up, or matching smaller chains will not make up matching one big ass chain. I think the highest I've got the chain to was 102, maybe. Definitely 97. I remember that number a couple days ago, actually. So you really need to put as many power gems on the board and do the switch, and then it creates massive damage. So you see, that's only 19 chain. I'm already doing that much damage. And then if it was times 5, then as you can tell, you just multiply everything by 5, so on and so forth. So, oh, here's our first big hero right there, that blue treasure chest tank boss. So let me kill these first two, then I'll try to showcase how good it could get. As long as they don't have chaos, because chaos just fucks up the whole strategy. Because again, you're trying to have a lot of power gems on the board, but chaos just mixes up the whole board entirely. It doesn't even preserve your like power gems or nothing. You just totally mix it up, and so chaos messes up the whole situation, unfortunately. So hopefully I do get a enemy or a hero that protects against chaos. Honestly, if it gets to it, I might have to sacrifice one of my strong strong cards for a weaker one, but at least it will. And when I say weaker, I mean a non-Slayer Dark Hero. But we just need that chaos countered, because otherwise I can't pull off any huge combos. Alright, so let's test the deck. Though I also have to see if this one has chaos. If it has chaos, then I might be pretty boned. Chaos? No chaos. Excellent. Has judgment instead. And I have plenty, I believe 2 of them, that counter judgment. So judgment has a chance. So judgment, target automatically deals damage to those that heal. Oh, so that's what judgment is. So pretty much if I match any hearts, then those afflicted with judgment will attack itself or something, get attacked. Kind of like a counterattack to judgment. Alright, so let's try to do 356 billion damage, which I should be able to. So you're gonna watch me play a little quickly. So I might try to do the keep spawning for power gems. So that guy again spawns 5 gems per person that has, or 3 gems per person. So you see more power gems. I'm gonna try my best not to match away too many of the power gems. Alright, so I think next turn I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much use as many skills as possible to get as many power gems on the board. So you see that's a bunch of power gems right there. So I got a 48. And then my damage, pretty sizable. Not the best I've seen, but again, it's the first time testing out. Okay, I'm going to concentrate a little bit. I want to squeeze out a little bit more damage than what I've done. Yeah, I think I might have to use it. Go ahead and do some switcheroos. Nice. It's not too bad. 51% or times. It didn't do as much damage as before because again, there's not as many matches. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and finish this out because we're out of time. See, yeah, I could have definitely played a little faster, but oh well. So I did about 50% of his life. Not bad. Let's go ahead and do that one more time to kill it. See how much damage I did. 175 billion damage out of, I think it was 256, so yeah. Let's try to kill it. If I don't kill it this time, I'm going to leave it up so other people can attack it. So we can all share in the booty. Bounty booty. Alright, play fast, play fast. I should probably have used that. I'll use it now actually. Alright. I feel like I should go ahead and use it again. Yeah. Alright. So that's a good one right there. 45. Ooh. Yeah. And it also like matched again, even after creating another thingy. should be able to finish it off actually. I just need to waste turns to recharge their skills. So all the skills have a cooldown, that you see. And then they just have a different amount of turns for the cooldown. Alright. So look at all those power gems of different colors. Because again, once you use the skills that change the colors, that's when you know it's good. Because then all of these non-dark power gems will turn dark. So I think we can go ahead and use it again. That should kill it. Uh-oh. Oh no! I choked. Nope, I killed it. Yeah. So there we go. For 6 measly keys, I get 3 million trophies. So yeah, look at that. Good stuff. So yeah, once you understand that you want to create as many power gems as possible, you pretty much make sure your strategy on matching gems and making sure they don't fall into a row after matching different gems. Because you don't have to match the dark ones to get a turn. You just gotta match any 3. Any color, I should say. And it'll count as a move. Yeah, I must say I really like this, being able to cast my phone onto the screen. Though I'm pretty sure, I guess some people would rather have some other games being casted, so if any of y'all have any suggestions or are cool with me playing with this, and then yeah. Because I don't play too many app games. I've tried a bunch though, but some of them just aren't, I don't know. Because I want a game that's like simple and you don't need too much investment to still feel like you're progressing. Yeah. Oh, chaos. I see that even though this is level 115 or 55, it has very low HP. I can one-shot it with just 1 key. Granted, I have 158 keys, but still. Has low HP. And I wonder if it's because it has chaos. And again, chaos just messes up everything. I think I should probably fight a lot of the solo bosses out here. Just get my level higher. Like this guy, 129. So boost me up. I believe there's an achievement or a quest to get to level 150. So even if I just fight one solo boss that's 150, I believe my rank boosts up to that much, which is pretty cool. Yoink. So I think I stole this guy's MVP. Yep. Oh, I didn't. Dang. He did enough damage to block me. Yeah, 500 something. See, as you see there, that's a prime example of how you cannot get MVP if they've already done more damage to it. So you see a lot of my damage is of the overkill variant, so I'll get the 15% damage reward, but I will not get. Oh wow! I already found a Mr. Crow that's closer level I just beat. So yeah, so again, you and your friends and guild members can help each other boost through these ranks if you get rallied to fight these stronger enemies. So I guess that's one of the things you can do that's actually kind of co-op-y. Buttload of keys. $24 $127. Inferno. I wonder if there's a cap, like on the first day or something. I don't think so. I think it just slowly progresses regardless. You just gotta work at it. Just keep throwing out keys. I was thinking, I wonder if I should get a USB extension dongle, like, because my laptop only has 2 USB slots and a Type-C slot. So right now a lot of things still use regular USB, even if it's like 3.0. So I might need you know, more slots. Granted, something that I would use USB for, I can just not use. Say again, my Yeti mic. Instead of using it, I can just that's just the headset by itself. And use the microphone of this headset, I believe. So that saves me 1 USB slot. Ooh, 139. Inferno. I'll just do regular 139. I'll probably try to get to 150, I guess, and then I can stop for the night. Because again, this event's going on until Mondays, so I have plenty of time to play more of it on my own. But yeah, I guess the stream is mainly just to showcase the ability to stream from my phone, which is pretty cool. But yeah, games like this is kind of what I like, because you don't have to be sitting here for hours to like get anywhere. Just like a certain amount you can do and just be done for the day. But some games like, I know, Epic 7's been a good game to play lately. I have this other game called Girls Frontline. A lot of those games, they just require you to just be there to play for like hours on end, and luckily Legendary isn't quite like that, though of course if you want to get higher ranks you would have to fight a whole lot to get all these trophies, because again, people are competitive. A lot of them are pay to win or paying to win, so they have access to all the stronger cards, which allow them to breeze by even the stronger enemies that have like billions of HP. Yeah, some of these event heroes definitely have a very high damage output and stuff. The previous event had this one guy that spawned 3 power 4 gems. Power gem 4s. Said that backwards. And also it gave its ability to attack again, like double attack, but the second attack does like 50% more damage than what it already attacked. And so it was already doing, you know, a couple billion damage, but because of that perk, it does like the same amount, but almost, well, 1.5 times damage again. So that really helped me do a lot of damage and stuff, but I just didn't, between having the time and just desire to just sit there and fight. So I think I got rank 60 something for the solo. Then we got like rank 10, I think, as a guild. So that was that. I guess I can also showcase some of the other modes other than the event. Though you pretty much only want to play the event, to be honest. So a lot of the other stuff, it's not that necessary to do, to be honest. But as you can see, I'm already like, breezing through this, but other people have already gotten a lot higher because they probably bought into the even more head start. Because it's 2 tiers of head start. You get the free one, gets you to level 50, and then you can buy the next level of it, which is gives you the same items again, but you get boosted to level 100 monster spawns. So as you see, I had to fight very quickly, though I might add, to get to. Right now I'm at 130 something. Of course the guild is at 159, but we all collectively help boost the guild monsters levels. But for the solo levels, as you see here, I have a 134 enemy that spawned for me. If I had bought into the second tier of head startness, I would have started already at 100, and then I fought so much already to get to 137. So that was what, 80 levels, give or take. So if I already started at level 100, I would have gotten to close to level 200. So head start definitely helps, but at the same time, if you have time to crank it out, then really no point into buying it, unless you also want the items that come with it too. Which again, a lot of it's just evolution material. It's not really anything that what you call it, like game breaking. The game breaking stuff is the cards, like in that vault thing you saw earlier. But okay, I'm not made of gems, so can't do that. Okay, I think after this one, I might fight I forgot if it's Eternal or what, but I think I'm just going to fight the solo bosses after. So let's just fight up to the Inferno guild boss, and then I'll just fight solo bosses until I reach my desired 150 level. It says I've killed 40 bosses of those 3 reward rarities. That's what, Onyx? Or maybe not Onyx, I'm not sure. Regardless, I've killed 40. So I wonder if I can actually take this to the toilet. Because this is casting wirelessly. which is pretty cool. Zombies I can just walk around and do whatever as I'm casting this. I just won't be able to talk though, because my headset's plugged into the laptop itself. Alright, let's see. Ooh, level 145. Getting closer. Might go back and fight that other one. Pretty much you want to fight all the ones that you have. I don't know if there's like a max amount of enemies that will spawn. If there are, then definitely want to fight through some of the easier bosses you have spawned on your field. I got it from my daddy. Let's pump up that sigh. Never bus. Don't think twice. Don't get your dice. I'll be my curry. I'll be your rice. My name is PSY. Let somebody go. Hold up, wait a minute. Chidabuto, Sasagete, Aniyagawo, Gadamawo. I like me now. I like me now. I like me now. I like me now. Hey, where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, hey, where'd you get that body from? I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, hey, where'd you get that body from? I got it from my dad, daddy. I got it from my dad, daddy. Yes, I'm on fire, take you higher. Nothing gonna buy ya. Don't be a liar. Don't higher. Oh, got to level 150. Jump my jaw. Let's go this Inferno. I think that should do it for me tonight. At least with this event. I might do some of the other modes real quick, just to show other things you could do to power yourself up, really. Chidamboto, Sasagete, Aniyagawo, Gadamawo, Gotamando, Rantamanabudeo. Hey, where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it. From my daddy. Actually, oh, I should have fought that 159 level. Yeah, and every time I see an Inferno, I just have to fight it because the rewards it gives you is too good. Daddy. I got it from my dad. Daddy. My papa was a Superman. Hey, somebody got some Peter Man. Hey, yeah. I got it from my dad. Daddy. I got it from my dad. Ooh. Let's fight this Cobalt reward. Boss. Alright. Turn it back down. I went to go back and see if that actually played. I don't know, again, my audio. Not sure how it worked. How it's working right now. Alright, let's try to get MVP of this. Uh-oh. I'm not getting it now. Well, damn. Never mind. I still got participation, and like you see, participation is pretty good. couple million just for participating. So it's what, 8, 11, about 12 million just for participating. So that actually should give me enough to pull another, you see under the ultimates, little thing right there has a little exclamation mark. So let's go and pull. See what we get. Again, I hope it's someone that defends against chaos, because it's definitely something I need. Survey says I think I already have one of those. Yeah, that's what sucks about. Actually, I didn't. Ooh. But does she protect against chaos? That's the question. Let's go check. And if she does, I'm going to throw her in. I'll probably take out one of the right two. Probably the second to right, or last on the right. Just because the other guy, Hylic, he has a really good gem generating skill, so I want to keep that. Go and evolve you. Oh, this one only needs 2 and doesn't need the Slayer evolution stone. Interesting. Or charm. Alright, do you defend against chaos? Nope. So you are staying right where you are, because you don't do nothing. Look at that. Battle skill is just attack an enemy for 800%. It's like, psh. Really? Yeah, I don't need that. So you're just gonna stay in my collection. Good try though. Okay. Let's go ahead and check my quests. I should be able to collect a bunch of stuff and have some rewards waiting for me. Now I wonder if I can do this, probably not for this game, but I'm pretty sure other games I can have it landscape. Okay. Oh. Give me all that. I think I just got 250 gems. I kind of pushed through that a little quickly. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit to see. You see that bonus build the deck or event deck. So again, all those 5 in that middle one are all, of course, they say the event deck, but they're all like empowered and like super strong. And a lot of people, again, they would buy packs and like vault keys or whatever to get access to, whether it's the crafting material or just straight pull it, I believe. Because say that first one, Get Her and the Huntress, I'm pretty sure you can just pull that straight from the vault, but again, that just requires buying vault keys or whatever. And as you saw, I already bought, what was it, 2,400 gems worth, and I only got, well, technically I did get some good stuff because there are guaranteed goodness that comes out at tier 3, but other than that, you really got to pay out the ass in gems if you want higher tiers of it. So I rarely go any higher than like tier 3 on anything, not just that. Wow, that's a lot of stuff I'm getting. Jeez. Again, just from fighting, like you saw. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of good rewards. Yep. So you see these Darkslayer evolution gifts. So those are pretty much the only gifts now that you get from, and this one too, Darkslayer evolution gift. It's the only gifts you get that you can trade amongst your guild members. Before it used to be like materials to evolve, which I guess is still the same materials, I guess, so you can evolve things, but yeah, you just don't get as many of them now anymore. For better or worse, I don't know. Because the thing is, if you're adept at this game, you're already getting enough for yourself. The gifts are pretty much for those who can't, fight and get as many quest points as you can, right? So I kind of understand how they did, or why they did it like that, but at the same time, it's like I kind of miss the old way. So let me give it to people of low rank in our guild. So the lowest rank, I think it was 10 right there. So we give one to you, one to the 16, and one to the 14. So nice. So those 3 people should be able to evolve their event hero if they pull it. They should be able to pull it. They just need to kill one boss. And what it means by kill one boss, participate in the fight that kills the boss. So once you get that, you will get that first reward for this event's hero. So really easy. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some of these other events, or not events, but game modes. So I'm gonna leave that behind for probably tomorrow morning. I'll probably wake up and do a little bit, maybe, or maybe at night on my own. Okay. So I can probably do this third mission. Play and complete one daily mission. I should probably show it from the actual main screen instead of going straight from there. Okay. So again, top, we got this event. Guild Wars did earlier. Pretty much, if you're starting off, you want to do these campaigns. You start with the main campaign, and then when you finish that, you unlock the elite campaign. And again, it's just the same stuff. You just fight through levels, and you just gotta kill things. And over time, you get rewards and stuff like that. This Heavenly Spire, I pretty much gave up on it because they restrict what you're able to use, and then the heroes you do have and able to use aren't strong enough or whatever to get through it. Though maybe now, since we do have some of these empowered heroes, I might be able to, but I'll do that at a different time. The Forge, go ahead and look at it real quick. So there are a lot of like legendary heroes and relics you can craft, and just pick one. For instance, if I really want to, I can craft Julia Starchild. Don't want to though, because again, it requires these very rare and expensive legendary crowns, which are very hard to come by. So it's gonna take me a while to really want to craft any of these, to be honest, since I'm not, again, paying for anything. But eventually I might make a point to go ahead and do some of them. Forge bosses, they're just super powerful bosses of different affinities. You get to choose which you want to fight, and you get a reward which was pretty much this weapon crafting material, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and do this water dungeon. So every day the dungeon element changes, but the reward's still the same, more or less. Let's go ahead and use this thing. So we're gonna have all these super powerful teams. Let's go ahead and change this team. Switch it to earth. A lot of times I just want to call it grass, but it's not quite grass, it's earth. What do I want to change it to? Pretty much this first 6 are probably the strongest. I think Winged Death is also good too. Again, pretty much my strategy for everything is the same. I just want a team that is empowered and also creates a lot of earth gems, or whatever infinity gem you need. And you might want to mix in some that can create power gems, like I believe this guy can. I don't know if I actually want him as the leader. I think I usually use her. This guy's pretty good too, if you want to look at it. He creates a bunch of level 3 gems, nope, level 4 gems, depending on blessed intensity. So 2 minimum and 1 extra per blessed intensity. Fortunately though, I don't think I get enough blessed intensity fast enough to really warrant using it. However, let's see what else we got. She has ancient, creature, human, and warrior spirit. So yeah, I'm just checking these skills real quick, though I see it a lot faster than you guys can. So create 6 gems. This one's similar to the one guy, the dark guy I have, Hylic, that applies some like buff to Earth Slayer heals. This is Earth Slayer heroes. Every time it attacks, it will create 3 Earth gems for that one turn, and then every turn this one automatically creates 3 Earth gems. So this is pretty much the same skill, just different affinity. This one, what does it do? If attacked while this is active, so this is like a defensive use of this, it will create or spawn 8 Earth gems. So because I'm one-shotting stuff, this one might not be as good, but in the case where, again, I do take shots, that would be definitely a good person to use. This one creates 2 Earth Gem Power 1s and receives the bonus attack buff for 1 turn. So we're gonna have a fire type that does the same thing, more or less. And I feel like it's kind of lazy, I guess, on their part, but at the same time, it's probably what you would want to do. Just have the same skill, but different affinity type. Because, again, you have to fight against so many different types. So sometimes it's best to keep the same skill, just change the element. So what can you do? Creates 3 Earth Gem 2s, increases Earth Slayer attack. So this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I might actually use this one. Do I have a spirit relic is the question for earth types. I don't think I do, so that might sway my decision. So we need earth, spirit. So spirit. Do I have an earth? I don't. It's one of these earths, or spirit. This one's for human. This one's for ancient. This one's for creature. And this one's for spirit. So technically I do, but I don't. Because I already have spirit covered, that's the issue. What else do I got? So it's creature, ancient, human, spirit. So it's 4. But I need to switch one more out. What are you? Ancient. Don't really need it. So this is the issue if you don't have 5 relics to use. Creature and spirit. Okay. I think Winged Death is ancient type, right? Yep. Huh. Might use this Mystic. I use it because she spawns 3 Earth Gems for every attack she does. But I think this one spawns 5. No. Oh, this also does what the Spirit one does. Or Mystic, I should say. Yeah, it just spawns 3 every time you attack. Spawns 3 every time you attack. So these two are the same, pretty much. They just target different types. This is for giants, this one's for mystics. So I guess it's really up to me which one I want to do. What else we got? Yeah. Guess technically this Gaia, goddess of nature, is another one I could do, but don't think it's good enough. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go ahead. So I'll keep it as is. So switch it to a mystic relic for Earth. Bam, bam. And then probably next Earth Slayer event, we'll get our 5th whatchamacallit, relic that spawns power gems. So yeah, the name of the game is spawn 5 power gems and then spawn enough regular gems to match them all up. So look at that. Totally full. It's only because I was able to bring in a friend. So this 6 guy over here. So it pretty much gave me or it spawned 6 gems per turn, I think. If he's a Slayer type. I don't know if he's a Slayer type. But it could have also been that there was already enough Earth Gems already spawned, and then when they spawn, what, 20 something more, then it filled up. So that also could have been the case too. So yeah, these no daily dungeon ones are very easy to beat. They're very weak compared to the events. So again, it's just to have a way to farm these materials on a daily basis. But I do already have a lot of it already, so it's not too bad if I miss it, which, no, excuse me, lately I've been missing a lot of it, because again, I just don't really care too much about some of these materials. I just need gems, and these don't give me gems, so what can you do? This equipment, or this forge dungeon thing, they definitely have stronger enemies, so I pretty much want to use Slayer because of the way my team set up has Slayer fire types. And yeah, so you see the right 3 heroes I have are all from the previous event, and they were super strong, and I got super far and could have gotten super further, but again, I just didn't have time to really pour into this. And you see the stats there, so they have a lot of health, but some of these guys have like specific killer buffs, that's why they're glowing. So that means they do even more damage to these enemies. So definitely still one-shot everything. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention was when you match up a gem or a power gem in a sequence, then it causes each attacker to attack all enemies. So yeah, you can definitely use that to your advantage when you're trying to hit everybody. Is just to connect a power gem into the mix, and you automatically will attack everything, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's not much I can do there. I think that should be enough to kill them all, because again I have that special damage buffs from these glowing ones. And then for fun I can just activate everyone's skills, because why not? Just see how strong my team was. So you see there's so many power gems. Granted, you know, this guy spawned 4 of the level 2 gems, but everybody else though, this spawns 3 4s, this spawns 3 1s, and then all the relics spawn a 3 if there are 12 or more fire gems. So is that 2. So yeah, I'm just super buff. It's crazy. Oh, I missed one. Oh well. It's super dead. And then those 2 in the middle have lightning bolts, so they would have attacked again for a bonus percentage. So this one's 150% extra damage, so 1.5 times damage. So yeah, I would have hella died. Alright. One more battle. Or actually 2 more battles because of the other water dungeon of the day. It's water trials. And yeah, these give special currency which I can trade for I can trade for pretty much resources, but also those potions, HP or XP potions. And I can get rank 3 XP potions with those. So. So again, these guys are weak, and again, all these heroes of mine are empowered, so I'm hella gonna kill things in one shot. So, wow. Again, I just fully maxed out my board on those earth gems. So from here, I'm going to show you again that if I just match that 4 down here, it'll attack everybody. Though there's only 2 of them, so it would have died anyways. Maybe instead I'll go ahead and show, I can make this 5 right here. That, and this. So yeah. So you can even conserve your power gems. If you know it's gonna, yeah. And again, they're empowered, so I don't even have to use any skills and just go ahead and match this and that and that and this. This. Yep, massive damage, massive damage. Even the leader skill here, it's 300% damage and an HP for all Slayer, Earth Slayer, which is all we have right here. Same with this friend that I brought in here. Does the same thing. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and finish this fight. And also for power gems, you don't need to have it be the same affinity. So if I wanted to, I could have matched or swapped the blue and green earth power gems, and it would count. And then all of the gems of those 2 colors will get pretty much deleted or sucked up into the vortex that it creates. Unfortunately, if you don't actually like create combos with it, it won't really do much damage. So you really want to have the same affinity when you're doing the swap, and also have it still match with a 3-row or greater. So even if you can match it, make sure you still connect it in a row with something else to maximize damage output. I believe again I'm gonna max out my board. It's probably just bringing in that extra 6th person or 6th hero that allows more gems to spawn. Because again, the relics, the Commander and Slayer relics give extra, like 1 extra gem spawn per like unit of that type. Yeah, with this Mystic that always spawns 3 gems per turn. I think another one does that too. This one, yeah. So I'm pretty much spawning 6 gems per turn, so I really don't even need to spawn anything. So let's see here. Just going to do some interesting things. I could have extended that a little bit, but I'm feeling a little lazy. Plus, again, I'm just one-shotting stuff. Yeah. Just finish that off, and we're good. So see, just a single thing will be enough to kill it due to all the buffs. And plus the dungeon's very weak compared to other things I've been doing. Alright, I think that does it for me tonight. Done pretty much all the daily stuff. If anything, I can just show that I can use auto loot ticket. So here's pretty much the last level of the campaign, which again, there's no real story. It's just you're fighting through all these levels of monsters. But I can go and auto loot, and then like you see, it just gives me random stuff. If I have enough stamina, I'll go and do it again. Nope, I don't. I need 79. I only have 60 something, 66. So yeah, not enough. So yeah, you can do that. I'm also going to go ahead and sell units I don't need, because you're about to see that my hero stockpile, you only have up to right now 305. I would have to spend gems to increase my inventory slots, but why do that when you just sell all the ones that you're definitely not going to use? I feel like I should sell a lot of these, but I didn't really find the need to do so, so I'm just gonna keep it. I do have a lot of duplicates, and I could fuse them. However, again, that costs a lot of mana, which I'm running out because I actually fused a lot of them together, and again, I'm running out. So I'm just gonna stick with selling a bunch of these. Getting tired. See, a lot of these I could sell, but I'll do it another time. And honestly, I feel like I can probably sell all of the like 5 stars and less, because more likely than not, they're not going to be anything necessary for me to keep, because again, they become pretty obsolete. So yeah. They pretty much really need them to cash in on some of those crafting materials, but even then, those are like the special heroes of every deck, or like cycle. But a lot of times too, they're just not strong enough to surpass these new heroes. But it's just the way they designed it, so is what it is. Right, that's gonna do it for me. Should probably have slept earlier, but that's fine.